Hi, hello everyone. Good morning to one and all. As I promised for all of you that I'm coming in front of you with a new different types of Ayurveda discussions and Ayurveda topics. And today I'm here in front of you with one of the most important topic, which is called to be as an Langana. So today we are going to discuss about in detail about the Langana topic. I request all of you for subscribing my YouTube channel that is called SB Ayurveda Academy, and I'm very much thankful for a lot of subscription which has been given by my introduction lecture, and I'm very much thankful to my team. I'm principal and management of Sanjeevan Ayurvedic Medical College, and my backend team, Dr. Ashutosh and Akash, for making this successful video in front of you. So today we are going to discuss in detail about what is nothing but the Langana, and this topic will be presented in front of you with two episodes. One, I am going to discuss about what is there in Ayurveda and what are the things which has been explained in Ayurveda about the Langana topic, and another one will comes what are the research which has been conducted throughout the globe, and what the other science which has accepted about the Langana, and what is an important of Langana, and what are the types of Langana which has been explained by other context. So today's presentation will be there according to the Ayurveda, what is nothing but the Langana and how we should try to understand about the Langana concept. So the word itself, it is suggested that why I chosen my first presentation as a Langana itself only. You already know that Langana is called to be as Langanam Paramaushadam. In all type of the Aushada, the Sreshta Aushada we used to call as Langanam. So that I chosen today's presentation for the Langana topic. And this Langana, according to the Bhratres, we are considering majorly as two types of the treatment. They are called as Vividopakramaniam, and in that as Santarpana, Apatarpana, and in Santarpana furtherly and three classification has been made, and in Apatarpana three classification. Totally those six therapies we are going to consider to be as Shadvidopakramaniam. So in that Shadvidopakramaniam, I chosen today's presentation related to Langanam. So in this Langanas, you are going to discuss about in detail about what is an benefit, what is an indication, what is an contraindication, and in common public, there are lot of myths are there to do about the Langana methods, or there are lot of confusions are there how to conduct about the Langanas, or what is nothing but the Langana. Most of the people, they'll try to know that Langana is nothing but keeping the complete fasting. Langana is nothing but making in the name of God, we are going to do about the keeping fasting or keeping hunger for longer duration, and it is going to benefit to our body. It is not so. In Ayurveda, there are lot of things which has been explaining about the Langana like a conditions. So in this, there are mainly six therapies. What we are and learning modules we are going to discuss. They are called to be like there is a Langanam, Bravanam, Kale, Rukshanam, Snehanam, Tataha, Svedanam, Stambanam, Janiye, Ye Savai, Bishag like a condition. That means there are totally six methods which are included to treat about the different conditions of the diseases. One, there is a Langana will be there, and opposite to that therapy we are calling as a Brahmana therapy. And second, there is a Rukshana will be there, opposite therapy we used to call as an Snehana like a condition, and Svedana and Stambana along with these six variety of method we are trying to utilize in Vividopakramaniam. So let us move for one of the major topic out of these six, that is called to be as an Langana like a condition. As you already know that the definition or the nirukti which will goes for the Langana like a word which is called as Yat Kinchit Lagavakaram Langanam Tasmrutam like a condition. The word itself it is suggested Yat Kinchit Lagavakaram. That means the treatment or the way or the ahara or the aushadi which are going to make the sharira into laguta, or which built the laguta in the human body, that is called to be as a Langana like a condition. So it is in the form of ahara may be there, or it is in the form of aushadi may be there. So that condition which is going to create in the body with a laguta of the sharira, that is all are called to be as an Langana like a conditions. So in these Langanas, you are going to make, there are so many therapeutic effect of the Langana, there are so many conditions we have studied in the Langanas. Start from the disease of Jwara Vadi, and in all the diseases where there is an ama will be there, in all the condition you are trying to understand about the importance of Langana like a conditions. to produce of all conditions of the diseases, or to observe all the type of the diseases in Ayurveda. We started telling the term like uh, there is an survey roga api mandagno sutaram udaranicha. While explaining the disease about the udara vadi, acharyas are saying the term like all the causes to produce about the vadi is called to be as an conditions of amadosha utpatti. So wherever there is an amadosha will be there, to treat of that amadosha, first and foremost line of the treatment which will comes in Ayurveda, that is called to be as an Langana like a condition. I doesn't mean to say for all of you, or I doesn't want to make you mislead that by giving or by making only a Langana, we can cure all conditions of the diseases. It is not so. There are lot of restrictions are there to understand about the Langana and where to apply about the Langana and when Langana is going to be effective for the human body. Based on that, we trying to understand the concept of Langana is in the conditions of Jwara Vadi only. If you selected as an example for this Langana, in the conditions of Taruna Jwara like a condition, when doshas are in Alpa Pramana will be there. During that, we call the term as a Langanam Paramaushadam. When doshas are in the Madhyama Avastha will be there, we are trying to adapt about the Chikitsa. Not only a Langana, we try to add with a Langanam Pachanam Cheti. If the doshas are more vitiated and already Shakagata doshas are there, then we have to go for the Chikitsa that is called as a Doshavasechanam Cheti. So there is lot of restrictions also there to conduct about the Langana like a condition. So we need to, being a Vaidyas, being you people, when you try to select about the treatment of, or when you try to advise about the Langana as Patya, you have to choose the conditions of the disease, then you need to go for the advising about the therapy of Langana like a condition. By adopting of this pharmacotherapeutic properties of the effect of Langanas, there are lot of things which has been explaining by the Acharyas, which Langana not only creating the Laguta of the Sharizar, it also does lot of treatment aspect to, like there is a Lagu which has a property of these therapeutic effect are which are having the conditions like Laguta will be there, Tikshna will be there, Vishadaguna will be there, Rukshaguna will be there, Sukshmata will be there, Khara will be there, and Sara like gunas are there. Katinam chaiva yadravyam payet tas langanam smutam. What are the Langana method you are trying to adopt? Those all Langanas which are having the different conditions of therapeutic effect, and there are different types of the properties which are involved in the Langana like a condition. So what it give an ideology, the Langana is not only nothing but keeping the fasting. The Langana which included with the different types of the fasting that we will discuss in the later condition. Langana which included with a therapeutic indication, Langana which included with a Patya, Langana which included making into the fasting. So all these varieties of Langanas, they'll have the properties with one which create the Laguta in the body, or the Aushadis what we are trying to utilize to make into the Langana Karmas or Langana Chikitsa, which has the property of Lagu Guna, Tikshna will be there, Vishadaguna will be there, Rukshata will be there, Sukshma will be there, Khara will be there, and Saraguna will be there, and Katinam Chaivaya Dravyam. By looking with all these things, what general idea will comes in an Ayurvedic people that, oh, then Langana has to be adopted in the conditions like where there is an Kapha dosha dominancy will be there, or where there is an conditions of Amadosha which are similar lakshanas to the Kapha dosha will be there. It is not so. Even in the conditions of Pittaja Vadi also, even in the conditions of some of the disease which are belong to Vata dosha also, during that there is a Langana is going to become indicated. That means wherever there is a Sama doshas are involved, either it may be a Sama Kapha, Sama Pitta, or the Sama Vata like a Lakshanas are there, during that try to adopt the first and foremost therapy as Langana conditions of the Chikitsa. So I mean to say, Langana is indicated in all type of the Tridosha condition, basically which is Kapha and Pitta Pradhana Tridosha like a conditions. And the method of Langanas, we are trying to say, as I said, there are Langana is not having the myths that only keeping the fasting. In the name of God, we are going to keep the fasting in the Monday. In the name of God, we are going to keep the throat in the day. So that is not considered to be as a fasting. There is a different conditions are there, different methods are there, different restrictions are there, and everybody cannot do the fasting, and everybody cannot suggest the fasting like a situation. There is restrictions are there, and different method of classical reference we are trying to follow how to conduct about the Langana therapies. So this Langana, which not only having the fasting, it has totally 10 types of the Langanas, which is suggested by the Acharya. They are called as Chatushprakara Samshuddhihi. The first and foremost 4 Samshodhana therapies also called to be as an conditions of Langana like a condition. That is nothing but Vamana, Virechana, Basti, Nasha are also called to be as an Langana like a condition. That means to conduct of these 4 procedure also we are trying to do about the so many Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma and Paschat Karma, that is called to be like there is a Samsarjana Karma before to the after to the Vamana and Virechana and Rasa Samsarjana Karma after the Basti, where we are trying to restrict the diet and other conditions. So there it included with Chatushprakara Samshuddhihi. Next, which comes with Pipasam, making into the thirst. The patient has to control about the thirst like a condition. Maruta Atapoho. There is an Vata Sevana. The we trying to say like Pragvata Sevana is called to be as also one of the Langana like a condition. Atapa Sevana, exposure to the sun rays, we are considered to be as one of the Langana like a condition. Pachana and Upavasaschaha, Pachana Karma, advising some of the Pachaniya Gana Aushadis. They are also acting as an Langanas. I'll explain you what are the Pachaniya Ganas which are helpful to make the Chikisa of Langana. Upavasascha, last word will comes what the other signs which are explaining about the importance of Langana and how different lectures which are explained, different researcher which are accepted. The Upavasa is also beneficial to the so many conditions which included with one of the major diseases in case of cancer. Those all the topic today we are going to discuss. So Upavasa is one of the condition where it comes to the last condition of Dashavida type of the condition. Vyayamascheti. Vyayama is also included under the conditions of Langana like a situation. So totally there are Dashavida types of the Langanas are there. To understand about the broader word as Langana is not nothing but the fasting. Keep in mind. So here this Samshodhana therapy which is bringing the Laguta in the Sharira, which increases the Agni, which make the Amapachana and which create the Agni to the normal situation. And keeping the patient with excessive thirst, Trishna like a condition, then Atapa Sevana as well as Bharata Sevana, it also helpful to make into the metabolic like a situation. There are so many conditions in so many diseases. Acharyas are trying to explain about the therapy of Atapa Sevana. There is an exposure to the body to the sun rays, in particularly in the early morning. During that, which will give the ultraviolet rays to the body and which is mainly helpful to the metabolism of the calcium. That means which helps to develop, which helps to increase the rate of metabolism. So all are included in the Upavasa like a condition. Pachaniya Ganas, where doshas are under the Madhyama like avasthas are there. By only conducting the Upavasa, it is not going to helpful. There you try to adapt with the conditions of Pachana like a condition. So there are so many Gudichadi Aushadis are there. They are helpful to make the Pachana Karma in the human body, and that also included as an Langana type of the conditions. And here, where we should utilize about these conditions of the Langana, in all the condition, in all type of the patient, in all treatment aspect, we cannot adapt about the Langana therapies. There are lot of restrictions also there about the Langana and how much we should do the Langana, and if you did with excessively, what is going to happen by doing about the Langana, that all the things we'll try to discuss about the today's presentation. So the majorly Langana are indicated in the few of the diseases that are called as Prabhuta Sleshma Pitta Sramalaha, Samsrushtaha Marutaha. What it means? There is an Prabhuta Sleshma Pitta, where there is a dominancy of the Kapha dosha, or in all the Kapha Prakopaja Vyadi. We are trying to abrupt about the Langana Chikitsa. Pittrasraha. So in case of Pittaja condition, that is Sama Pitta like a condition, we try to adopt about the Langana Chikitsaha. Then Mala Samsrushtaha Marutaha, where there is an Mala Samsrushta, that means when there is an Vibandha like a avastha is there, Maruta, that is Apanavata, Avrodhata like a condition, Udavarta like a conditions are there. During that, we try to adopt about the condition. So when there is an Samsrushta, Maruta and Mala will be there. That is when there is an Apanavata, Avrodha will be there. When there is an Vibandha like a conditions are there, we need to go for the Langana type of the therapies. So as already I said, whenever there is an Sama dosha as Kapha dosha dominancy will be there, and there is an always with Mandagni like. So during the Mandagni, Langana, which definitely helpful to treat about the Amadosha and definitely helpful to bring back to the Agni to the normal like a situation. Pittancham, whenever there is an Sama Pitta like a conditions are there, that means in dosha dominancy also we are trying to explain. In all three doshas, vitiation of the dosha or the prakopa of the dosha will take place in a different manner. They are called like Dravata Vruddhi, Karmataha Vruddhi, and Gunataha Vruddhi like a condition. So whenever there is a Dravata Vruddhi of the Pitta will be there, that Dravata Vruddhi of the Pitta also causes the Agni Mandyam. As if like there is an acharyas are giving the example like if you take with boiled ghee and pour over the skin, it causes the skin burn. Whereas if you take the boiled water and same thing or boiled ghee over the flame, suddenly flame will get switch off. So like there is a Dravata Vruddhi of the Pitta also leading into the Agni Manda like a condition. So during that we try to adapt about the conditions that is called as Langana like Chikitsas and Mala Samsrushtaha by making into the Chikitsa while treating about the Vibandha and Apanamata Avarodhata in like Udavarta like a condition by making the Langana definitely which is helpful to make into the increased level of metabolism as modern science they are accepted the things as fasting does about the glycolysis and lipolysis like a mechanism. So which through the rate of increase of ratio of metabolism. Same like here there is an increased metabolic activity will get observed and we are trying to noticing about the Agni Deepti like a situation and reducing the Vadi. And Brahat Sharira, so major word which is kept on here that most of the people in the globe, they are trying to do the fasting. They are trying to make the Langana for only a purpose of one intention that is to reduce their weight. To reduce their weight. So make into the Brahat Sharira, the person who will have the obesity, the person who will have the Medo Roga like a condition. During that, we try to advise about the Langana type of the condition. Bali no ho. Second thing is the patient has to be fit for the Langana. The person needs to be fit for the Langana. I mean to say here Langana is don't try to think that only Upavasa Karma. Here Langana which included with everything which included with a Vayama, which included with a Chatushprakara Samshuddhi and all. Whenever we are trying to suggest about the Vayama for the public or for the any diseases, always Acharyas are restricted in Ashtanga Hridaya that Ardha Shaktanishe Vestu Balibihi Snigdha Bhojibihi. That means the person has to conduct the Vayama karma half of his or her energy, then only it is going to beneficial. If we do more than that, definitely it leads into the prakopa of Vata dosha. So there are lot of restrictions are there to conduct about the Langana karma also that the person has to be balino. The person has to fit for any one type of the Langana where there is an indications are there. Then only we need to advise about the Langaniyam Vishuddhibihi. In all these persons, we try to adapt about the Langana therapy. And also, Yesham Madhyabalaha Rogaha. So when we should select about the Langana as a Chikitsa, the Madhyabalaha Rogaha. As I took the example of in Jara, in Jara like a condition, if Rogi is with a Madhyabala will be there. During that is Madhyama Avastha of the dosha will be there. Then you can select about the Langana type of the therapy. Second restrictions is Kapha Pitta Samuttitaha. If Vadi is belongs to the Utpatti of Kapha as well as Pitta like a condition, you can adopt about the Langana Chikitsaha. Vamme Atisara Hrudrogam Visuche Alasakaha Jaraha. In what are the disease we can adopt it? Chardi like a Vadi. Vamme is related to Chardi. In Chardi like a Vadi, when Atisara like a Vadi, in Rudroga like a condition, Visuchika, Alasaka and Jara like a condition, we can adopt about the Chikitsa of Langana. In that, I am trying to highlight in a very short manner. In Chardi like a condition, what is an important of doing about the Langana like? So we have to evaluate in all these diseases whether doshas are present in the Samavastha or Niramavastha. That we have to understand it. If in a Chardi like a condition or in Atisara, if there is an Amatisara or Ama still present in the human body, their acharyas are suggested don't try to go for the Stambhana Chikitsa. Don't try to suggest about the Stambhana. If we did Stambhana, it creating the other Upadravas which included with the Twaggadi Vadis. So here, rather than going for the Stambhana Chikitsa, you try to adapt about the Langana Chikitsa, that Langana which will build up into the Laguta of the body, which is increasing the Amapachana, then which makes into the Agni Deepana. When Agni Deepana will observe, when dosha, that is Kapha and Pitta doshas are becoming into the Nirama Avastha, then you can go for the Stambanadi Chikitsa. Till that, only you try to suggest about the Langana Chikitsa in this. Then in conditions of Rudroga, in conditions of Visuchika, and in conditions of Jara, every area, including with Amavata and most of the diseases, there is a Langana Chikitsa as suggested by the Acharyas. Apart from them, Vibando, in a constipation, already we discussed, Vibanda like a situation, we have to do about the Langanam. Then Gaurava like a condition, when there is a Sharira Gauravata will be there, Sharira Jadata will be there, when there is a Kapha which is creating the more Stabdata of the Sharira will be there. During that, we try to adopt the Langana Chikitsam. Udgaram Rullasa Sara Arochakadayaha. In case of Udgara will be there, in case of Rullasa, that is because of due to the Kapha-dosha dominancy. In Aruchi, in other condition, try to adopt the Langana like a situation. Pachanan, Upastata Bishak, Pradnyaha, Prayen, Upavasa Upachare. There is an acharya suggested, Pachana Chikitsa has to be adopted by the Pradnyaha. That means, if you want to become as a Pranabhisara Vaidya, you need to choose. You need to choose in which condition, in which dosha dominancy, in which avastha of the Vadi, we try to select which type of the Langana, whether we have to select the Chatushprakara Samshuddhi, whether we should select only Upavasa, whether we should select about the Atapa, or whether we should select the Maruta. This has totally left to the Pranabhisara Vaidya in all these conditions, how we need to adapt about the conditions of Langana Chikitsa. Then, apart from them, there are so many indications are there about the Langana. Ata evaha yatodishtaha yeshan alpabalaha gadaha. So, if there is an yatodishtaha yesham alpabalaha, if the Vadi, Gada is nothing but the Vadi. If the Vadi is in the Alpabala will be there. That means Alpa vitiations of the doshas are there. Alpa Dhatu Dhushana will be there. During that, you can adopt the Chikitsa as Langana therapy. Pipasam Nigraham. Which type of the Langana we need to adopt? There is an Pipasa Nigraham. Try to control our thirst. That is going to control, cure about the Alpa Dosham. Pipasa Nigraha Haste Upavasaschaiva Tanjeye. You can adopt with a Langana as a fasting in Alpadosha like Avastha. These two therapy you try to adopt in these conditions. Second, there is an Balino Kim Punaryesham Roganam Avaram Balam. When we have to adopt Rogan Janmat Madhyam Balan Vayamat Atapa Marutehi. The Vayama Karma, Atapa Sevana, Maruta, these three things when we need to adopt when doshas are in the Madhyama Bala. When doshas are initiated moderately condition, then we try to adopt about the Chikitsa that is called as an conditions of Vayama, Atapa and Maruta type of the Langana therapy. Then Twagadishanam, when there is a Twagrugas are there. Pramidanam Snigdha Vishahandi Abhishandi Brahminam will be there. When there is an Snigdha Guna is more observation. When there is an Brahmaniya Vadis are there. Santarpana Janita Vadis are there. When there is an Shishir Rutu will be there. During that, you need to adopt about the Langanam Shastamapi Vata Vikarinam. Even in case of Vataja Vadi also, in these conditions, if the person is dominant here, the Vadi Utpatti is caused by the Vata Dosha vitiation. If in that the Vadis belongs to the Twagadishanam, Twag Vadigata will be there, Snigdha will be there, Abhishandi like a condition. If Brahmaniya Lakshanas are there, if the Rutu is belongs to the Shishir Rutu, then you try to adopt the Langanam, even in case of Vataja Vadi. Even Langana is called to be as one of the Apatarpaniya Chikitsa. Langana is making into the Laguta or the Karshata. But still, in Vataja Vadi also, there is an indication of Langana therapy. Then, signs of addictive of excessive. I said, for everything, there is restrictions will be there. For everything, there is limitations will be there. So, to do about the Langana therapy also, there is a lot of restrictions are there. How much we try to adopt about the Langana. If you try to make excessive Langana with a different condition, with in the name of God and other, definitely it creates so many complications in the human body by doing with excessive Langana. Those are like Vatamutra Purushanam Visarge Gatra Lagave. So there is an indication if you did properly, with a Langana Karma, it is going to beneficial. You are going to observe the Lakshana in the human body like Vatamutra Purushanam Visargehe. There is a proper Lakshana of, proper Gati of Vata, that is Apana Vata, Mutra Gati, and Purusha Pravrutti will be coming into the normal. Gatra Lagave, Sharira is going to become Lagava. The person is going to feel into the Laguta of the body. Then Hrudayodgaraha Kantasya. Hrudaya Udgara, the Shuddhodgara Lakshana you are going to be observed. Laguta in the Hrudaya Pradesha you are observing. Kanta Asya Suddhaucha. In the Kanta Pradesha and Asya Pradesha, in the Mukha Pradesha, when there is an Udgara will come out, that Udgara will be there with a Shuddha Udgara you are going to be observed. And Tandra Klame Gatehe. The Nasha of the Tandra as well as the Klama is going to be observed. They are all are the indication or Samyag Lakshana of the Langana Karma. So if you did with a proper Langana, these Lakshanas you are going to be observed. Then second, there is an Svede Jate Ruchau Chaiva. The person is getting into the Svedotpatti. That means in case of Jara, there is an Sveda or Roda like a Lakshana will be there. By doing with only a Langana Chigarati, the person is observing with a Svedotpatti. Ruchau, that means that in case of Amajavadi, all the condition you are observing with a Aruchi as one of the commonest Lakshana. By doing of Langana therapy, Ama Nirharana will take place, Nirama Avastha of the dosha will come out, and the person is feeling with a taste of the food. Then Kshut Pipasa Sahodayehe. Kshuda will be there. Proper Kshuda is going to be observed. Proper thirst, the person is going to be observed. Krutam Langanam Madesham Nirvartante Chantaratmani. You are observing with all these Lakshana if you conduct with proper Langana therapy. Then next will comes if you not did with a proper Langana therapy, or if you are making excessive Langana therapy, during that you are observing with different type of the Lakshanas, different type of the complication in the human body. They are called as Parva Bedo. The person is getting the pain in the small digit. There is an in the Anguli Parva, the pain is going to be observed because it indicates that there is an Vata Dosha Prakopata. Vata Prakopa takes place, observing the Lakshana of Parva Beda, then observing the Lakshana of Angamarda like a condition. Kasa will be there. Shoshoho Mukasya. Dryness of the mouth will be there. And Kshud Pranasho Aruchihi Trishnaha Daurbalyam Shrotra Netrayoho. All the Lakshana you are observing. There is an it makes into the Pranasya, Prana Pratishtati and Aruchi. The patient may get into the more of Asya virus like a Lakshana. Trishnaha, Daurbalya, more of weakness. Then Shrotra Netrayoho. Weakness not only in the physically, there is an Chakshu Daurbalya you can observe. Shrotra hearing you can get abnormal because of due to doing with excessive form of Langanam. Manasaha Sambramo Abhikshanam Urdva Vatasyamo Hrudihi. The person is observing with a Mano Chittavritti like a condition, along with Urdva Vatasya, that is Udavarta like a condition. Hrudihi, Hudayagata Vadi can produce because of due to excessive doing of Langanaha. Deha Agni Balanasaschaha. You can observe with Dehanasha, Agni Nasha, and Balanasha of the person by making Langane Atikrite Bhave. If he did with an excessive type of the Langana, they all are producing into the different type of the complication. So, for every procedure, for every treatment, for every chikitsa, there is a limitation will be there. So, being an Ayurvedic bishop, you try to understand what is the limitation of every treatment. How much level we try to adopt of this Langana, up to what extent we can conduct about the Langana from the patient side. All the things we try to understand. I said there is a chikitsa of Langana belongs to only with the fasting. There are some of the medicines also there which are creating the Laguta, Rukshata, Tikshnata in the human body. Those which included with a different group of drugs. I selected a few drugs from the classics. They are from Guduchi, Musta, Trakrarishta, Madhu, Vidanga, Shunti, Kshara, Lohabasma, Brat Panchamula, Shilajitu, and there are so many drugs are there. I selected few of the drugs which built the Laguta of the Sharira, which act as a Langana therapy in the human body. So that from the medicine also as an Pachaniyagana Aushad, we try to utilize of these drugs which is helpful for making into the Langana Chikitsas. Different type of the Langanas are there, and in which condition we are trying to utilize about the Langana therapy, and how we have to adapt about the Langana therapy, how much the Langana we try to give according to the Ayurveda. That much of point of view we discussed it. To conclude of the today's presentation, Langana, we are trying to call it as a Paramaushada, Sreshta Aushadas, if we use properly. If we not use properly, if we did with excessively, it is also creating the so many complication in the human body. And there are lot of indications about the Langanas are there, and all other contemporary sciences, including modern science, they accepted fasting is one of the utmost line of the therapy, and they did with a lot of research activity over the globe. And what are those research activities? What are the research which is conducted from other country, and what they concluded, what is an important of Langana therapy, and what are the types of Langana therapies are there. That all the things we will discuss with another one more episode, and I will be in front of you with newer research article, newer research paper. They are suggesting about the importance of Langana. I'll comes in front of you with the next episode. Till that, thank you. Bye bye.